Hi, welcome back, and welcome to April, dude. Like, what the fuck? I can't believe we're already 5 days into the 4th month out of the year. I'm back to start off the April vlog right, and we can only do that by a book haul. So excited. So I was supposed to go to the bookstore with my friend Josh. We went out to dinner. We were going to go to the bookstore, and he had a horrible migraine, but he was supposed to be like the angel on my shoulder, like, don't spend too much money. Without him there, I definitely spent too much money. But it's fine because you can't rely on a man no ways. Here is what I got. I can't even lift up my pile. So here's what I got. I picked up the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of Hazelthorn by C.G. Drews. I got this as an ARC. I've actually gotten every C.G. Drews novel that's been released so far as an ARC. I read Don't Let the Forest In and loved it, but these have sprayed edges, so I was like, well, I'll see if these are available to get, and then I will read them and annotate them with my ARC notes, you know? So I got this guy. Pretty. And then I got this guy, You Did Nothing Wrong, which is also by C.G. Drews, also sprayed edges, and this is her adult debut. The other two are YA. Then, I don't really do fantasy. I've been wanting to do more fantasy, but I want to be particular in the fantasies that I pick up, right? Because I kept trying to read fantasy and it wasn't working, and then I devoured the Invocations. And I was like, okay, so I just need feminist fantasy. Got it. So let me go find some. Then I found this series, and it is like a King Arthur retelling, like an Arthurian tale with a black girl. And it's called Legendborn. It is the Legendborn Cycle series by Tracy Deonn, but this is a special edition. How could I leave it on that shelf? And then the sprayed edges. And then the back says some legends are meant to be broken. Please. I was so excited. I literally took this out the bag, showed Boy Wonder, and then put it on my shelves where the other books that I want to read for the year are. Yeah, I did that. Then I picked up the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of Infinite Shores by Pascal Lascelles, and this is a trilogy. This is the last book in the trilogy, so now I have this full series ready for whenever I want to read it, and this is the series Drowned Gods. As you can see, they are a little thick. How many pages are even in this? Jesus Christ. 577 pages. So when I am ready for the series, at least I'll be able to read it all in one sitting. I won't have to wait for any books, but yeah, this guy is thick. It's a thick girl. And then the last book that I picked up was I, Medusa by Ayana Gray. And it's just the regular edition, but it was hardcover, and you know I love my hardcovers. I love Greek mythology, and she black in this, y'all. She black in this. She ain't staying on the shelf. She coming home with me. Yep, she coming home with me. I actually got this from the library a little bit after release date and read like the first 25%. I was in love with it, but then the book went back to the library. So now I have it, and I can start reading it whenever I like. And I can check out my notes from Goodreads and annotate my copy. So those are the books that I picked up. I also picked up this really cute bag. It's a Beauty and the Beast. It just looks like a little book. It's got a little magnet, and then it opens, and it's perfect. It fits my wallet, my keys, my cell phone, 2 of my readers. It looks like a book. It's got like a little spine. It's got text and stuff on the sides. The little rose, like, strap. It's perfect. I've been wearing it essentially all weekend, so. The last thing that I picked up was this super adorable GG plush. His delivery service is my favorite. Ghibli film, so I couldn't leave it. I couldn't leave it. It's so big and it's so soft. I love him. And now I have a new plushie to add to my alcove collection. So yeah, those are the things that I picked up from Barnes & Noble when I went. I got approved for a market. So I have been printing out the designs that I've been working on. And I'm just going to show you because you guys are following me. So if you're not following me, make sure you do so. But I have this pretty, like, inspired by I, Medusa, essentially. But I have this pretty, like, Renaissance Greek black woman arts bookmark. I have these cherry ones that say I'm literally just a girl. I want to do another one like these but have like little knives and be like I'm literally just a girl. I've got these that I made a little bit ago. They're very like pale and feminine, and it says don't forget where the poison is kept, love. It made these, who died and made you king, and I like the little design that's right there, the filigree. I made these, which are like a film rent list, like you would do it like the library film club, and then it says everybody's a suspect and it's got like blood splatter. And then I made these Odella ones. They essentially are from Perry Mason. Like his assistant is named Della Street, and he says, "Oh, Della," and then tells her what he wants her to do. I just think it's really cute. And a little bit of like a deep cut, you know? And then these say not even Edison could get this lit. And they have Tesla on it because Nikola Tesla, got beat by Edison. But I just think that Edison stole it because he probably did. What else did he steal, you know? And then I re-upped my supply of Abolish Ice bookmarks with Pyro on them from the old Marvel X-Men games because I'm a fucking nerd. And then I still need to round these because I'm not sure if I want to, but I got these, which are also a Scream quote, and it says multiplexes are a very dangerous place these days. That looks like a movie ticket. I know, I'm cute, right? So I've got new bookmark designs. I got new books. I am 6% into How to Cheat Your Own Death by Kristen Perrin. I am 16% into Hawthorne Legacy. I think is what it's called, book 2. I have finalized the 3 Nancy Drews that I'm going to read, but I haven't started them yet. And then the other arc that I'm reading for the month is Japanese Gothic by Kylie Lee Baker, and that's currently what I'm reading right now. I did go online to the library, Libby, and get a bunch of audiobooks for books that I have on my shelves, since I'm going to be like moving and shaking the next couple of weeks. And hopefully that will help me get this physical TBR down, because I keep adding books and I'm not finishing books that I already own. Like last year I read 110 books or whatever, but only like 15, 20 of them were on the shelf. So I'm reading books that are coming to me and I'm getting them from Libby. I'm not paying for them or whatever, but I'm also not clearing out any shelf space. So yeah, that's a thing that's happening. I think that's pretty much it. My nose piercings are healing very well. I haven't had any issues, and my nose isn't like tender or anything, so that's cool. We went to see the drama Saturday. I loved it. I think that people are missing the point, and I think that all of the hubbubaloo that is in the movie and outside about it is really just an affirmation in the fact that white people make everything about themselves, And then we also saw Mario 2 Galaxy. It was so good. The animation was crisp. It was clean. The story was wholesome. There were character, like, deep cuts that show up. It was just a super fun time. I had an absolute blast, and I left it downstairs, but I got a Yoshi popcorn bucket because how could I not? And then Sunday, today, Easter, we went to go see The Killer, which is a movie by John Woo. It's like an action film. It's supposed to be a classic, and I'd never seen it, and they were showing it in theater, so I was like, why not? Meet me outside, Woo. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. Because what do you mean? What do you mean? That movie was literally 5 carats until the last 20 minutes. Until the last 20 minutes. Because how dare you? I don't want to spoil it, but the things that they do in the last 20 minutes ruin the entire film. Like, I literally had tears. I was literally crying. I was literally angry for a good 45 minutes after the movie. Easily 45, 50 minutes after the film. I was still irate. That's how angry I was about it and what he decided to do to those characters in that movie. I have a small little list called Directors That I No Longer Trust. And the only person that was on this list, the only person that was on the list was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And the only reason he was on that list is because he is the reason season 4 of Veronica Mars ended the way season 4 of Veronica Mars ended. If you know, you know. And nobody else was on that list. And then Boy Wonder made me watch Pulp Fiction. And then Quentin Tarantino went on that list because he's gross. And now Woo is on it. Because how fucking dare you? How dare you? So mad. As always, if you're interested in what I thought of these movies or like my reviews and thoughts, I keep them on Letterboxd, and I'll keep that link in the description down below. And yeah, I think that's everything. So I'm gonna peace out and maybe get some more reading done, and I will see you next time. Sleuth out. Testing. Okay. Hey, it's the 7th of April, and I just basically wanted to pop on and show you a couple things. So this is the mushroom that got missed in our order. This is the Hellfire mushroom. Yeah, like, look at his little, he's so cute, and he's so soft. I love him. And then I got my hair done, and while I got my hair done, I was reading, and I made some pretty good progress. How to Cheat Your Own Death by Kristen Perrin. I am currently middle of chapter 4, and I am 10% in now. We have our dead body. We have some items that are connecting our dead body to our main character's fortune. We're getting a little bit of backstory. It's swapped, so like first chapter is the 60s, then it's modern, then it's the 60s, and so forth and so on. I'm thoroughly enjoying that. I'm really enjoying the 60s. There's just something about Frances that I enjoy as a character, and I love the like back and forth that these two characters have with each other throughout the storyline. But yeah, I'm making progress. I'm making progress on How to Cheat Your Own Death. I'm 10% in that. I'm 16% into Hawthorne Legacy. I am going to be not too busy tomorrow, so I'm hoping to either make more progress in those 2 books or to start one of the Nancy Drews. But yeah, and I just wanted to show you my hair. It's very Pinkie Pie. It's very cute. I fucking love getting my hair braided. It makes me feel so pretty. Okay. Hi. Welcome back. It's the 9th of April. I have been reading, and I actually started The Library After Dark by Ande Pliego today, and I have some thoughts. So I am 5% in, which does not sound like a lot, but it is the prologue and the first 2 chapters. This book literally started with the craziest sentence I've ever read. So I have a like growing list of like books that have like killer opening paragraphs or opening chapters, but literally the book opens and the opening line, it's literally the prologue, The Night of the Tour, and the first line is the guillotine blade glinted, lodged halfway through her shoulder. That's the first line of the book. Like, run. Don't walk. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. We have this entire paragraph, this entire first, like, prologue of, like, murder, stuff going wrong. Whoever is the character that's in the prologue is, like, fucking up. So there have been multiple deaths, but not the one that they're looking for. Like, I don't know if that's the same character as our main character that we're going through, or if that's a character that we're going to meet later, but I'm fucking here for it. I've been enthralled since. We were so busy today, I only got to get a little bit further, but yeah, no. As long as it stays the way it's staying, I can see it being 5 carats. I can already see it being 5 carats. I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun. Because why are you that brutal out the gate? And it's a gothic library, and there's murder? Bitch, did you write this for me? Like, yes, please. And then, while I was doing my taxes yesterday, because they was due, and the deadline is soon, I was doing my taxes, and I was listening to Heathers, the musical, of course. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna make some Heathers bookmarks. So I did. I have 3 Heather bookmarks coming out. I have 2 with JD and 1 Veronica. They'll be in the shop soon. I just finished designing them, so I'm gonna print them, test them, make sure that they're readable, legible, that's the word, and that I like them, and then they'll go up in the shop. But yeah, no, I'm having so much fun making bookmarks, even if they're not, like, selling as well as I want them to. I feel like at this point, I'm literally just making bookmarks that I personally would carry. So if you're like me, then you'll like my bookmarks. You picking up what I'm putting down? Okay, I think that's everything. I'm going to crash because it's almost 2 a.m. And I have been oversleeping, like, almost every day this week. And I will catch you up next time. Sleep out. Okay, so I'm hopping back in just to quickly tell you a little bit about what I'm reading. This will be the last clip, I think, for the first Lady Solvers vlog. I have not finished any books. Don't come for me. I am trying. However, I have made progress into 3 different books out of the 7-book list that I made for Lady Solvers. So I'm very proud of that fact. It's not even the 14th, so technically I haven't even been doing it for 2 weeks. I've made significant progress on The Library After Dark by Ande Pliego. We are currently 16%, and I also made new inserts for my readers, which I'll show you in a minute, but this is one. I added some stickers to it, but it essentially says you're adorable when you surveil, and this will be in my shop. So I took this design for some of the ones that I made for my shop, but the other 2 I made specifically for me in Canva, and I am in love with them. So I'm 16% into The Library After Dark by Ande Pliego. Essentially, we have a cast of characters. We have our main character, Arya, and she is dating a guy named Jasper. Jasper is doing all of the right things, but Arya has had a bad rap when it comes to love, so she's unsure, which honestly is the way that it should be, because you can't trust these men. So then Jasper decides to give her this special edition of this book that she used to read as a kid. And that book is connected to this, like, haunted library. And tonight, the night that he takes her out, is the 20th anniversary, I think. I think it's the 20th anniversary. 20th anniversary of, like, the book's release. So there's this private tour at the haunted library that he takes her on. Now, she doesn't actually want to go into the library because there's some kind of connection that we don't know anything about yet. But she's kind of iffy about it. But she's like, you know what? I want to date. I have to let things go. Like, not every guy is a bad guy. And they go in. Just as it's about to start, more people start showing up. So his private tour wasn't as private as he originally thought. There's like 6 or 7 people. Now that all of that is taken care of, they begin to go on a guided tour by a librarian at the library, the Daedalus Library, and essentially go through the life of the woman that built the library and the books that are held there and things of that nature. I'm 8 chapters in. We've had actual real candles go out all at the same time and then relight. We've had ghost sounds. We've had a elevator malfunction. All kinds of things have been going on, and the plot line moves, like the point of view moves from character to character to character to character. So you open the book and you are met with violence, and I'm fucking here for it. I was sad. I've literally been reading it continuously. I went out with my girlfriends for one of their birthdays, and I don't really do the bar, I don't drink, but we were just like bar hopping. And I brought my Kindle. I read 2 chapters while we were wandering about our city. I had a lot of fun. Took a lot of pictures. Yeah, reading straight, brought my Kindle, had a great time. So I am 16% into the Library After Dark. I am 16% into the Hawthorne Legacy. I am 10% into How to Cheat Your Own Death, and I am 2% into Japanese Gothic, which is just an arc that's due, but not necessarily a Lady Solver's book. And then the other 3 books that we put on the list are those Nancy Drews that you can see back there. I haven't started reading those yet. I'm probably going to save those towards the end because it only takes me like a day to read them, and Nancy's birthday will be closer to the end of the month. So for the beginning of the month, I'm focused on these books. There's another book that I actually just got from the library called She Made Herself a Monster, Anna Kovačeva. It came out in February, and it says that it is a heady, dark-hued gothic gem of a debut novel. In 19th century Bulgaria, a self-proclaimed vampire slayer, actually a traveling con artist, joins forces with a teenage girl to create a monster deadly enough to vanquish their own demons. We make monsters in order to destroy them. For thousands of years, we've named witches and burned them, suspected demons, and exorcised them. When crops die and children fall ill, who better to blame than a monster? Interesting. Inspired by Slavic folklore, She Made Herself a Monster concocts a clever mix of witchery, ghost stories, heresy, and deception to spin a feminist fable about agency and the power of a collective action. It is a haunting and astoundingly cathartic tale of 2 women who will stop at nothing to take control of their fate. So, of course, that sounds amazing. It actually came in at the library, so I downloaded it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it in this month, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. So we'll see. But yeah, that's what we've been working on so far. I have been designing things for my shop because we're in April. I'm doing bi-monthly drop, and then I have a market in May. So that's what I've been working on. But I just want to show you some of the new stuff that's coming. Okay, so the main gist of my shop is bookish ephemera, so stickers, bookmarks, stuff like that. So I made some Heather's bookmarks because I love Heather. These are original designs. Then I have a Tesla sticker because I love Nikola Tesla. I have a Perry Mason inspired sticker. I have a Fuck Ice sticker because ice out always, forever. I have some favorite quotes on a sticker. Sailor Moon vibes, but go read your book, bestie. Scream vibes. Jennifer's Body vibes. Scream 2 vibes. Who Died and Made You King? I'm literally just a girl. And then this is a Kindle insert design that I made, and it is based on a Philip Marlowe quote. I just think it's so cute with the little, like, picnic vibes. And it says she had a face like a Sunday school picnic. So, yeah, make sure you check out the shop. These will be up soon. And then in May, if you're out and about, you should come check out the market. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Welcome back. It's just going to be something super quick, just a little clip. Something arrived, and I'm going to unbox it. So I was really excited for this. But I learned that the thing that I bought it for isn't really going to work now. So now I don't really know what I want to do. But essentially, there's a company called Ganino, and they do Kindle accessories, and they have a magnetic plate. However, the magnetic plate was not really working with the cases that I was like looking for. And then they decided that they were going to do custom clear cases. So, my bad. They're going to do custom cases. I assumed that they could be clear, which means I could just switch out the outlet, the insert, and then just move my pop socket around and we'd be golden. Turns out they don't do that. They want you to put a design on it. I didn't want to do that because I like to change my designs. So now I'm wondering if I want to go through with my order at all, and if I don't, then I'm back to the metal plates that didn't really work in the first place, which kind of makes the reason for this pop socket null and void. So that's annoying. But the packaging is super freaking cute. Look at this little bag. And then it looks like I've got some. There's a thank you. Woo! Stuff falling off the bag. There's a thank you card. There's an Eevee Boba Tea sticker. Something fell, but I don't know. Oh, I found it. Okay. Oh, it's so cute. It's a Charmander, like, paperclip. That's so cute. Oh my god. I love that. That's so nice. Okay. I got a pop socket top, essentially. Oh no, it came damaged. It came damaged. This is the little handle for my Tinkaton mallet. And it came broken. But she's so cute. She has her little mallet. She like hangs off of her. So super cute though. I'm super excited to put her on something once I figure out what I'm going to use her for. But yeah. And I'll put the name of the Etsy shop here because I don't remember. So this is my unboxing. Bye. I got a package from Penguin Random House. It's the arc that I won from Goodreads. Woo woo. It's a cat in the background. We've got an unboxing. It's my traveler. And it's arrived. I don't have anything sharp. I was not prepared. And remember, kids, cut away. And when they say the government wouldn't do that, oh yes they would. Ooh, the goods. 4-week battery life, e-ink screen, constant auto-saving, document cloud sync through Wi-Fi, no distracting apps, and less than 2 pounds. This is the Free Write Traveler. And this is what I'm going to craft my noir murder mystery world on. I'm so excited. Oh, it looks so good. Okay, so we'll put the cool thing to the side for a second. I'll show you all the other things that came in the box. So there's a welcome envelope. And this is just an info card, user manual, and and stickers that say words are hard. My words are hard. And a cord. Charging cord. And it's USB-C. Yes. We love to see it. Alright, that's all that's in the box. Now, for the baby. They were having a warehouse sale, which finally made this affordable enough because a brand new one is expensive. And I mean, for a warehouse sale, he looked pretty damn good. I don't see no denting or anything. Yeah, he looks fine. Perfect. Okay, so this is what he looks like. And then this is the inside. Okay. Moment of truth. Oh, those keys are nice. I'm so excited. I'm gonna say that this big red button is the on button. I was correct. Oh, look at this little e-ink design. Oh, push new to start your first draft. Let's get started. Couldn't send it back even if I didn't like it. The box has been claimed.